I just wanted to follow up for the second part of my question earlier. Just if Russia does follow through with the pretext for this invasion, how will the U.S. prove it? How is the Pentagon prepared to respond? And does the Pentagon have a warning to Russia?
I think we've been very clear through the multiple conversations that we've had with Russia, particularly President Biden himself, that there will be severe consequences if there's another incursion. So I think we and many others in the international community, to include the NATO alliance, has been very clear about what the consequences and repercussions will be. I won't speak to announcements that haven't come yet or how we might communicate what we're seeing on the ground, except to say that we do have evidence and indications that they are trying to set this pretext for another incursion, and we believe it was important to make note of that. That we are aware, that we do see what they're doing, and that there are echoes of what they did in 2014, and whether or not that actually ends up happening or not, and what we speak to at the time, I think I'll leave to a future setting.
Can I have a quick follow-up on that?
Yeah.
Nonetheless, pretty extraordinary for any administration to speak about this kind of information. So you could have chosen just to communicate it privately to Moscow. Can you tell us why the administration decided to go public?
Your question presupposes that we didn't,
public indicate to whatever other communications you had.
I think we just believed it was important to make it clear what we were seeing, and that we felt it was in the public's interest, not just here in the United States, but around the world, to know that we know what's in this playbook and how it would potentially play out in Russian state and social media, so that if it does happen, it can be easily identified for what it is, which is a fabrication and a pretext.
And you've said a couple times now what we are seeing. So from that, can we accurately assume that the intelligence is, first, generated by the U.S.? You're not getting this through second or third parties, and your assessment is a U.S. assessment. So when you say what we are seeing, the U.S. is seeing the information directly. You're not getting it from other parties in the region.
Intelligence is a fabric, Barb, and it comes oftentimes from many different sources, some organic and some not. I'm not going to speak to the nature of the specific intelligence other than to assert our confidence in it, and I think I'll leave it at that.